Hey yo, what's up guys? Sean the security guy here with a after work blog, after work video. I want to talk about my experiences working with Brian Vinegar. Yeah, Brian Vinegar. You heard that right. The famous Walgreens viral TikTok guy. Mr. Body Camera, 2 body cameras not turned on, expired security guard card, all that. So after he got canned from his last job for the situation that you guys are all aware of, and if you're not aware, go ahead and just search Walgreens security guard, and you'll see the story. So after he got canned from that for his little shenanigans, using too much vinegar and not enough honey, right? But sorry about that. So after he got canned from that, he got hired to work at my company. Not my company, but the company I work for, of course. As an armed security guard, which is a little concerning considering what he had just been doing. And so I work at a public utility. I work in like a security monitoring center is what it's called, where we're watching cameras pretty much 24/7 is what our main responsibility is. So that's what I do, and the armed rovers, they come in at night. They go from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. and there's 2 of them, and they hit up the substations that are part of our utility, and they go out there to make sure there's no homeless people hanging out, just anything, make sure there's nothing untoward going on. And so he was one of our rovers for a few weeks. It sounds like he took a pay cut to come here and do that, because our armed rovers only make $25.50, which is actually less than a SMC position, which is an unarmed position, where you're just sitting there in a cushy office watching cameras all day. So it is a little funny that the armed rovers only make $25, $25.50, but whatever. So when I first heard that he got hired, they're saying, "Oh, Brian Vinegar's doing patrol tonight." Excuse me? He's who? What? And I say to my coworkers, "We're talking about the same Brian Vinegar, right?" Yeah, and they had heard of the story and everything like that. I think there was like 4 people in the office at the time when I went in, and they told me about that. I think 3 out of the 4 had heard the story. Maybe 1 hadn't. I'm not sure. But sooner or later, every time his name came up, because of what he was doing out there, people started to know what he was famous for. People started to realize that a lot more. It was much more common knowledge around here. So he was an armed rover for a few weeks. I think everything started out okay, but a consistent thing with the rovers is that they leave the vehicles filthy when they come back. But then what started happening was that he was calling out all the time. Called out 3 days in a row, and eventually we had to send him an email. I was actually the one who had to compose this email, letting him know that, okay, this is your 3rd call out in a row, to return for your next shift, which is whatever it was. You'll have to have a doctor's note to come back. And well, we never heard from him again. He eventually called, well, we did hear from him. He eventually called Tony, he's our boss, and telling him that, okay, I'm going to go ahead and resign. I'm looking for something else, looking for something where I'm going to make more money. This is not enough. $25.50 is not enough to support my 7 kids. Yeah, 7 kids, and he goes and pulls a stunt like that. Pretty interesting. And also, we caught him on camera doing a patrol of one of the substations, not wearing a security uniform, not with his vest on either. Just hi John. Excuse me. Just walking around doing his. Oh, I'm good. Thanks. Yeah, that was my coworker, just getting off work. So yeah, he was just doing a patrol of the substation with his undershirt on. He took off his vest, took off his security shirt, and was just walking around armed as a rando commando, essentially. Yeah, pretty interesting. So that is, I think I used that phrase like 5 times now. Time to work on my vocab, maybe. All right, guys. So that's my first video of this platform. So hope you like it. Okay. I'll be coming back with more. Won't be getting rid of me yet. So yeah. Till next time. Sean, the security guy, checking out. All right. Take care. Be safe.